Hello again. It's a beautiful evening to visit the local garden and arboretum. Local townsfolk and visiting travelers come from many regions to witness this gorgeous sanctuary of life and lushness. The emerging rain clouds from the west have persuaded all visitors to leave for the day. Thankfully, we have packed our umbrellas and don't mind exploring the beauty of the garden in these misty conditions. Watching the rain nourish the plants can provide a calming and reassuring presence about the cycles of life beyond our control. It's nice just to put everything down for the evening and be present in the moment, where the mind can be free of busy thoughts regarding the past and future. Before we get started, let us relax and settle down with a simple exercise called noting. Make sure you are lying down and comfortable in bed. Feel the weight of your body sinking into the bed, noticing the points of contact between your body and the mattress. Now, begin by taking a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Take note of where you feel this breath. In the nose, the mouth, the throat, the lungs, the chest, the diaphragm, and lower. You are nice and relaxed. Noting is an exercise that can create distance from your mind and the thoughts and feelings that drift in and out throughout the night. It can even be used in the middle of the night when you wake up. Start by counting your breaths, with breathing in through the nose being 1, and breathing out through the mouth counted as 2. When you reach 10, you may start over. If at any time your mind wanders, just label your thoughts as thinking and your feelings as feeling, and then return to counting your breath. Noting is not aggressive or destructive when labeling thoughts and feelings. Rather, think of it as being observant and distant, like brushing your thoughts and feelings away from the task at hand. I will give you a few minutes to perform this exercise, so whenever you're ready, let's begin. Wonderful. The Arboretum is a historic gem among its townfolk. Nestled at the bottom of a valley, this expansive garden receives ample rain and a temperate climate that pours over from the mountains to the west. These conditions make for a luxurious haven for plants to flourish and grow. The rain has cooled off the surrounding area as we descend the steps made of dark slate and cobblestone. The entrance into the main garden is a long walkway with tall ash trees lining each side. The looming branches and vibrant leaves create a canopy that dissipates most of the incoming rain. In many ways, the ash tree's formation resembles the arches that you would find in a wedding arbor. The tall metal gate rests open like a giant, ushering you into its green domain. Inside, the garden opens up to rows of assorted annual and perennial flowers, providing a deep and colorful gradient of reds, oranges, and purples. The colors of the assorted flowers evoke a rich, calming sensation, like an everlasting evening skyline on a sandy beach. The bee balm in the middle row provides ample incentive for bees and butterflies to peruse this area of the garden. Tucked under the bee balm's magenta petals, some bees have chosen to wait out the rain in hopes that they will return to gathering nectar for their hive. To the right of these beautiful flowers is an open, grassy section with short bushes encompassing the stone wall perimeter. While the previous area was rich with varying colors, this section is green and glossy, like a field of emeralds. Centered among the grass is an opulent, tall water fountain. A jet of cool spring water dances high above the surrounding landscaping, providing a calming haven for birds and insects to quench their thirsts. The evening rain has left this part of the garden quite empty, making it the perfect place to reflect or enjoy some solace. The mist from the fountain gently soaks the bushes and grass within close proximity. Just north, we arrive at the grove of trees that fill up a hilly landscape. These trees stretch nobly into the sky and depict decades of time within their branches. Along the pathway, light pink petals gently fall from the blooming cherry blossom trees. What luck to have visited the garden while these gorgeous trees bring color to the surrounding landscape. Just beneath a twisting sycamore tree, a robust metal sign reads, "Do not climb." With so much vibrancy in the branches above, it is easy to see how tempting it would be to steal a view from above the treetop. As we wander further into the garden, we are met by a maze of hedges. The sheer size and scope of this maze is arresting upon first glance. Historically, this maze was small and attracted children and families to experience a mild and easy thrill. Today, the maze has grown into a large coalescence of spirals and dead ends. Cresting above the green hedges are a few wooden bridges that cheekily provide hints to the amateur explorers wandering through. If you reach the middle of the maze, you are greeted with a wooden chest full of tokens that can be redeemed in the garden's gift shop for a t-shirt or other small souvenir. Naturally, a sign is placed next to this chest of accomplishment. It reads, "Only one token may be redeemed per guest." Encompassing the stone wall that surrounds this hedge maze is an array of impressive rose bushes. Each bush is trimmed with excellent precision to not protrude on the walkways around the maze. The sweet humility of yellow roses, such as Graham Thomas's, are complemented softly by the presence of creamy white iceberg roses and the timeless salmon pink Dorothy Perkinses. The roses in hedge maze are both cultivated and groomed by their own respective experts who spend hours in the morning sun nurturing and trimming their treasured plants. Beyond the grove of trees in hedge maze lies a historic well, which stays functional due to the valley's regular precipitation. Of course, modern sprinklers are strategically installed across the garden to ensure the plants thrive even in the driest of seasons. The well lies central to two impressive greenhouses and a vegetable garden. The tomato plants are nestled in the back of the garden, climbing with an assured inevitability up to the decorative trellises behind them. Their leafy greens are interlaced with juicy, red tomatoes that are ripe for the harvest. Even in the rain, one can smell the sweet aroma of the basil plants scattered throughout the garden. Not only does the basil provide a sweet scent, but it deters gnats and other pests from nibbling on the garden's treasures. Along the stone wall behind the greenhouses are tall, intertwining blackberry bushes. As an incentive for exploring this part of the garden, the guests are welcome to pick some blackberries as a sweet and tart snack. Visitors and gardening aficionados love to marvel at the variety of vegetables and fruits that thrive in this section. Whether it's the rows of corn, peppers, okra, or melons, the variety here has something for everyone. Visitors can look forward to the ripe, vibrant produce grown in this garden being sold at the local farmers market every Saturday in town. It's one of the many ways this arboretum and garden gives back to the citizens who have nurtured and protected it for decades, and it will continue to be that way for many years to come.